Howdy folks, and welcome back to Texas. We got the field plowed that we started in the first episode. It took all day and part of the morning to get that done. Then I got some more of the equipment cleaned up. There's still a lot of dirt to be had, but most of the stuff in the machinery shed I think is all washed up. Cleaned up, ready to rock and roll. And I've ordered some hay bales to feed our sheep. So I'm going to run down to the store and load those up. And I've also purchased a telehandler that we'll be using to move the bales around. So, yeah, let's run down to the store, and then we'll need to get some water from the pond, and then we'll be ready to get some sheep in here. So let's head for the store. It's a pretty quick drive. We'll just take you along for the ride. I think we can get all the hay bales and the telehandler on this trailer. That's the plan anyway. See the nice freshly plowed field there. Ready for some fertilizer and some cultivating. Soil temperature is still pretty cold. It needs to be up to 50 for corn. So we got some more days to work. There's always something to do though. Get the sheep in, get the cultivating done. A little mud spot there. Thought about talking to the county and see what we can do about getting some gravel on this road. If it rains, it's going to be a mess. I would imagine the former owners of the farm let that go in order to save money. And it's just kind of all turned to dirt. I had the hay delivered here to the farm store. So we'll pick it up. Looks like they're open for business there at the farm store. Throwing the doors open. So I believe we've got 24 bales here. Should be able to get that on pretty easy. And then hopefully have just enough room for the telehandler. So we're going to park here and we're going to get the ramps down. So we'll be ready to drive the telehandler up on there. There we go. $24 bales is what I ordered, so we got, yep, 8, 8, and 8. Good deal. This nice Lieber telehandler. Pretty fancy little rig. It's an all-wheel steering. Of course, all-wheel steering doesn't help you out if you can't drive straight. Let's try that again. There we go. I think I'll put these on from the side. I could drive up on the trailer, but I think it'd be easier to load and unload from the side. Always a little tricky seeing what you're doing here. Especially when you're getting used to a new machine. I'm going to cheat and use the outside camera. There we go. Steers quick. It's a pretty beefy little machine too for no bigger than it is. Just have a lot of ballast. Getting all over the place here. Wish I had a side shift function. Actually, I should look in the owner's manual and see if this telehandler has a crab. That'll do. Whoa. Easy does it. Gotta get it above the trailer there, son. Oh, we're bumping into the other stack. Yeah, while I'm thinking about it, let's throw some tension belts on this first stack here. So we don't lose them in the process. There we go. Now, I'm not going to show probably every time I pick up bales, but I find loading very relaxing. So we'll bring you along on the journey. This first load at least. Then eventually we'll get our own baler. Kind of got my eye on a big crone mower. It's a pretty big expense, so I'm going to have to do some figuring. See what we got left over after we get the sheep bought. Yeah, I'm not sure if I'm going to have enough room for the telehandler. Mess that one all up. Didn't get a very good grip on that. Uh-oh. I should get tension straps on here as well. There we go. Yeah, that's no good. Let's back up and start over. last load. Making the old truck squat down quite a bit. That one bale sticking out a little bit. Come on, get in there. All right, tied down. That's a load. See if there's any way we can get this guy on here. Kind of. There we go. We'll grab onto the bales. Parking brake on. Now we're not going to be able to get the ramps all the way, but that's alright. We can raise the ramps up and tie them. And I think we'll be good. Let's get the ramps up. Yeah, we'll just leave them out right there. That is about all I want to put on this ton truck. It's squatting pretty good. The problem is pulling it. Of course, when you're pulling a heavy load, it's not the going that gets you, it's the stopping. So we'll go kind of easy. We have any traffic? Nope. Luckily not much traffic down this way because the hard surface ends. There we go. The screws on home. We better keep an eye on this load. I'll just fit on the trailer. Perfect load. Glad I didn't go for 40 bales. Almost ordered 40. That would have been too much. Of course, we could drive the telehandler down here. It's not a huge deal. Watch out for this mud hole here. Coming down the home stretch. That'd be a good thumbnail, actually. Pardon me while I screenshot. You guys know how I like screenshots, especially if you watch my streams. So, the question is, where do we put this? Should we put it inside there? If it wasn't full of machinery, I'd put it under that other little roofed building. I hadn't really thought this through. Probably closest just to put it right back there. That covered area. So let's do that. Nice thing about goosenecks, you can really turn. Let's put it down here in the storage. That'll work. A little bit of a run up to the sheep building, not too bad. Maybe someday I can build a building up there. Oh, almost went too far. Let's back up just a bit. There we go. Ramps back down. Get the straps off. But anyway, I'm going to get this unloaded and into the storage area here. And then I'll bring it back in. We'll see where we're at. Alright, job well done. Those fit nice and neat in there. I'm going to go put the truck away and we'll get some water going. Up with the ramps. And let's see if I can back this out here. Nope. Not without getting into the fence. Alright, we'll try again. I would try this from the cab if the mirrors were a little better. Pretty tight, but with a gooseneck, you can do tight. It's actually harder to pull this trailer with no weight on it. With less traction. So I need to figure out water, and then we can get some sheep. So I'm going to look into a water tanker situation, and we'll bring you back in here in just a bit. Oh, before I leave, I took a look at this old barrel core here. It needs quite a bit of work. I think I'm going to end up selling it. I was talking to a guy that might want to buy it. He was just looking into getting a flatbed down here. So we may end up selling that and get something else. So I'm going to put this... I'm going to drive over my grass. I'm going to put this gooseneck back down here. Out of the way until we need it again. And like I said, I'm going to look into the water tanker situation so we get some water up there to the sheep. And I will see you in a bit. Well, I couldn't find anything here on the farm to use for water, so I ended up running into town and buying a water tanker. It wasn't very expensive, but it's expensive to just keep piling up. Didn't even think about a water tank till I had to go get water for the sheep. But luckily we got this wind-driven pump here. It's not pumping a whole lot, but we got some air. Let me try that again. Speaking English. We've got some water here in the trough. Hopefully that windmill will keep pumping. But let's get some water up here for the sheep. Then we can get some grass up here. And we'll be ready to get some sheep. Let that drain out there. Apparently that stops the water flowing. Nope, we're all done. Alright, good deal. Okay, let's go get some grass, aka hay. Hindsight, I probably should have just dropped some bales off up there, but if it'd come a rain, then it would ruin the bales. We shall grab a hay bale. Not sure how many we need. Maybe we'll just take a full load of 4 up there. I'd like to get as many sheep in that pen as I can get. Guess it won't hurt anything to drive through the silage clamp. Away we go. One corner too fast. 4 bales on the front. This thing holds pretty well. It's going to be a heavy little sucker. Let's get some grass right up in here. Set the rest down on the ground. Come on. Come off of there. There we go. Okay, I'm gonna... Well, let's just leave this here. In case we end up needing it. So I'm going to go hook up the stock trailer. And I'm going to head up north to the sale barn. And I will meet you up there. Well, you'll never guess where I am. That's right, we're at the sale barn. The animals are quite noisy. I have bought some sheep. Could pack 14 sheep into this trailer. They're all ready to go. So I'm going to head back down to the farm and make several trips. And I'll bring you back in when we've got a pen full of sheep. Well, that's the last load, and I've crammed 70 sheep into this pasture. I think that's about all we can hold for now. They're all fat and happy, getting fed up on grass, getting some water. And we've already made a little bit of wool. Didn't know we could even get wool in the spring. So yeah, that's working out good. The day's just about coming to a close. It's coming up on 6 p.m. So I think that'll be it for today. And tomorrow we'll probably take a look at getting some solid pellet fertilizer bought, get that on the field, and get started cultivating. So I'm going to go put this stuff away, and I will catch you in the next one.